So today I'm going to quickly show a 5-minute recipe of making a vegetarian gravy. This one specifically is called California blend, but this is going to be carrots, cauliflower and broccoli in it. And I'm going to let you see a quick gravy that you can use with anything, and kids will love it too, and especially the people who don't like to eat vegetables, they can eat it because they cannot feel the texture of vegetables, and they will be able to eat it and get the benefits of vegetables. So basically we're going to take 2 of these bowls full of these vegetables, and we're going to put them in this blender with some water and make a paste, and then we're gonna cook. Well, I'm not using the bigger blender right now, so we'll just have to do it in pieces. This is the amount of oil, and I'm just gonna put some water in there. You can use fresh veggies as well, and just going to blend it. Now this part here is the key to making this recipe, because usually the people who don't like, especially the kids who don't like vegetables, is because of the texture of the veggies. So when you blend it, you're not losing the nutritional value of the veggies, and you're not overcooking them, you're just blending them, and when you cook it, it's going to taste like a cheese spread that you can use on the noodles. You can eat it with rice, with gravy, you can add chicken chunks in it, you can eat it however you like. So it's going to be a veggie sauce that you can use in different ways. So this is done, just one part, and now we're gonna do the remaining veggies in here. And you also need onions in this one, and also have some corn. I'd also add corn. So just have 2 onions ready as well. Okay, so now on a pan, you're going to add a little bit of oil, 2 tablespoons of oil. You can use coconut oil as well for diet. It's a fat burning excellent oil, but you can use any oil that you like. So just 2 tablespoons. You can, if you're on a fat-free diet, you can choose not to have any oil as well, and it will taste good as well. And now I'm just gonna pour our mixture. It doesn't really matter the amount of water that you put in it, but you don't want to put too much water. Just put enough to make a paste of it nicely, and it's gonna cook anyway. But you're not gonna add a lot of water, because then it's going to be hard for you to evaporate it, and then also you don't want to overcook the veggies. So what I ended up doing was I just took that 1 bowl of veggies full, and I didn't have to add another bowl because I was thinking it will. So this is about half a kg, I would say. Now the veggies in this paste that we make, or the sauce that we're making, are carrots that are excellent source of lots of vitamins, but they're really good for your eyesight as well, and they're excellent for fat burning. So they're really good. And then you have broccoli that has multiple, that's one of the superfoods, rich in iron as well. And then you have cauliflower. So at this point, I just added, you saw, a little bit of oil and those veggies blended with water in here. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Now, if you don't like too much spices, or if you don't have too many spices, don't add too many. It's going to taste as good. So I'm just going to put a little bit of salt. That would be 1/4 salt. You can always add more salt. There, salt, okay? And I'm going to put some black pepper powder for flavor. you don't have to add red chilies in it. You can add a red hot sauce later as per your flavor. But if you're especially making it for kids, they might not like red chilies. So I'm not going to put red chilies in there. There's a little bit of turmeric. So put a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric in it. Excellent healing properties and really good superfood as well. That's all. And for a little bit of flavoring, I'm going to add a pinch of garam masala powder as well. Just a pinch or two, because it will give a nice different flavor to it. You don't, just a little bit. So a pinch or two. You don't want too much of it. And if you do have garlic salt, some garlic salt. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of garlic salt in it. It's going to give it a little hint of garlic flavor and tastes good. And if you don't want onions in it and you want just to pour this gravy after a boil or two, it's going to be ready. So after a boil or two, you don't want to add onions. You can put onion powder for flavoring as well. Otherwise it's going to be ready. I'm going to let it cook on and let it actually boil and cook on low flame for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna add some onions on it, chopped onions, and it's going to be ready. And I'm also going to add a little bit of corn in it because my family is going to like corn, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So I'm just gonna cover it. Just gonna cover it, and that's it. Okay, so after about 7 minutes of cooking this on a medium flame, this is how the gravy looks like. Now this is cooked. If you want to eat it just like that, it's going to taste really nice. But we want it thicker. Want to add about 1/2 cup of corn. You can have 1/4 cup of corn and 1 onion chopped. I'm gonna pour it in here and just mix it, and this is going to be ready to eat. I'm just gonna cover it and keep it cooking for another 10 minutes till this becomes a little bit thicker, so we get a good texture out of this sauce. Okay, 10 minutes and ready to eat. Okay, so after about 10 minutes of cooking on a medium flame and boiling, you can see this is ready. This is a nice texture that you can use on soup, on noodles, on rice, even with pita bread. So at this point I'm going to take out some of it for the non-spicy eaters, and for the other half I'm going to add some spices. And now for the spices, I'm going to add some red chili flakes on this one and some cayenne pepper. Okay, so it's like red chili powder, but this really speeds up your metabolism and helps in fat burning process. So this is actually a super hit recipe, especially if you're trying to lose weight and you want to eat food, vegan food, but you don't want to skip out on the yumminess of the food. So this is something that would really help. You can skip out the corn in it if you want to diet and you want to avoid the carbs, and it's going to taste as amazing. So this is ready. I'm just going to cook it on low flame for 5 minutes till the spices are homogeneous, and it's going to be ready to eat with whatever you like. Okay? Okay, so I want to show you the last look of the spicy gravy version. You can see this is all homogeneous now and ready, and it tastes yummy. So if you want to add more salt in it, just sprinkle it. Rule for adding salt, if it's less, is use a shaker and just spread it on the surface of this just once, and then taste it, mix it, taste it. If you need it more, do it again, so it's not going to be overdone.